I'm your friendly neighborhood N-Man64, and I'm bringing you another playthrough of another game. Guess what it's time to go back to? You know, with all the talk that I've done about this entire franchise during my channel's lifetime, you'd think we play a Kingdom Hearts game every other Let's Play, but that's not true. It's been quite a while since I've tackled a Kingdom Hearts game. In fact, I think it's time we go to another Kingdom Hearts game, and boy do I have a doozy picked for you guys. This is Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep, originally released with the PSP and has since been remastered for the PlayStation 4 collection. It is a prequel to the original Kingdom Hearts, and does not follow the exploits of one Sora, Donald Duck, and Goofy, but instead of Keyblade warriors that existed before their time. Them being the characters of Terra, Ven, and of course, the Lady Aqua. These characters, while they may not have appeared in the Kingdom Hearts games as I've shown them to you, they are very, very important characters as we go down the gauntlet towards Kingdom Hearts 3. I will say that this game, of all the Kingdom Hearts games, is the most complete of them in terms of being a complete package. It has all the stuff that makes Kingdom Hearts good in it. The drama, the gameplay, the fantastic cutscenes, the comedic, lighthearted banter, and the heart and soul. Light and dark. I have been excited for Birth by Sleep for a very long time. This is one of my all-time favorite games, and the last Kingdom Hearts game that came out before it all got really, really stupid in terms of all the timelines and stuff. And guess what? There's still another game to play in between this and Kingdom Hearts 3. So yeah, this is we're going guns a-blazing though. We're going into a good one. Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep, which has, thankfully, not nearly as long of a tutorial as Kingdom Hearts 2. But don't take my word for it. Just sit back and see for yourselves.
This world is just too small.
There, you see, an empty world, like a prison. I imagine you will be right at home.
Who's there?
Wow, even little boys are ripped in the Kingdom Hearts universe. Jeez Louise. There's never one fat... Oh, wait, there's Pence. But we don't like to talk about Pence. Now, I bet you're wondering what the heck Rucksack is doing here. I wondered that too when I first picked up this game. Good luck, newbies! Because this ain't Rucksack, I can tell you that.
But this is... Why are you in my heart? Yeah. That was my light. But my heart is fractured. And now, the little I have left is slipping away. Huh? Right. Thanks. Open the door.
Fun theory that people have been sprouting about. On the day that our boy Ventus here recovered his heart, many claim was the day that Sora himself was born. But who knows? It is just a theory after all. And maybe it'll get revealed later on in this game. Who knows? You'll just have to wait and see.
A Keyblade.
You get that Keyblade, Ven Man. Hey, Ven Man and N Man, that works. Alright, creepy old guy, you seem a little too happy that a little boy that's not wearing a shirt just woke up and shot lights into the sky with his magical sword. But enough with those jokes. A few years later. See, now that I've seen Babe again, I imagine every single little cut through time should just be the little mice in the corner where it's like, 3 weeks later! But it's probably been years at this point. Who knows? Get out of bed, you lazy bum. Ven, Sora, Roxas, you're all the same.
A meteor shower.
Oh, nice. We haven't seen one of those in Kingdom Hearts yet. Unless you count the Trippin' Balls Mufasa sky. But welcome to our first world of the game. Land of Departure. The ancestral home of the Keyblade wielder. Because there were many.
Can't see much from here.
Alright, the controls really haven't changed too much. But if you really need a bit of a refresher of your memory, use the left stick to move around, press the circle button to jump, right stick to rotate the camera, and all you need to do is tap the middle button to recenter the camera around your back. Because we all need to see Keyblade wielders' butts in this game. I've had to do it for years, just deal with it.
Oh.
And tutorials actually work here because Ven still is learning how to use his Keyblade. All you need to do is just press the X button and mash it, as in all Kingdom Hearts games, to hit all the targets. You can earn prizes by defeating enemies or hitting things in the field. Green prizes restore HP, yellow ones give you money. There are other ones that will appear later, but you don't have to worry about them for now. Your command deck contains special moves. Use the directional pad or L2-R2 to select one. And then press the triangle button to use it once the gauge is filled.
What?
Now, the stronger your attacks get, obviously, the longer it's going to take for the gauge to fill up. But normal attacks, such as wind, and other normal attacks, don't really take that much to refuel, so take advantage of it while you can. Try locking on. Oh, I can't connect to the server, huh? Yeah. Thank you. Wonderful, spotty internet connection. Woo, woo, woo! And obviously, you can still switch through targets left and right. And there's still chests to open that magically appear out of nowhere. Let's get up there. Press the X button to open it, and we got sliding dash. You found the sliding dash command. You can open up the main menu and install it in your command deck. You won't be able to install it now, but you'll be able to install it a bit later on.
Here for? I'm gonna miss the meteor shower.
Lord knows we don't want to miss the meteor shower, even though you wasted all that time learning how to swing a sword, kid. Then again, it didn't take you as long as it took Link, so I don't know.
Wow. Why does it seem so familiar?
Is it because Kingdom Hearts wants to reanimate designs of all these characters and reuse things? Is it poetry or is it laziness? If you ask George Lucas, it's poetry. But do we ask George Lucas anything these days?
Whoa!
Ooh! A girl!
Give me a break, Aqua.
Ven, you hopeless sleepyhead. You know, you should have at least brought a blanket.
But did I dream that place up? It really felt like I'd been there before, looking up at the stars.
Except you've always lived here with us.
Yeah. I know. Hey, Aqua.
Hmm?
You ever wonder what stars are? Where light comes from?
Well, they say.
That every star up there is another world.
Huh?
Terra.
Look at this brick
Yep.
house right here.
Hard to believe there are so many worlds out there besides our own. The light is their hearts. And it's shining down on us like a million lanterns.
What? I don't get it.
In other words, they're just like you, Ven.
What does that mean?
You'll find out someday, I'm sure.
I want to know now.
You're too young to know now.
Quit treating me like a kid.
Hey, what are you laughing at?
I can't help it. You two would make the weirdest brothers.
Huh?
And all the awkward laughter. Look, that's a staple. That's gotta be in this series forever from now on.
Oh, yeah. Tara, you and I have our Mark of Mastery exams tomorrow. I made us good luck charms.
Whoa.
Here.
I get one too?
Of course. One for each of us.
Yeah.
Somewhere out there, there's this tree with star-shaped fruit. And the fruit represents an unbreakable connection. So as long as you and your friends carry good luck charms shaped like it, nothing can ever drive you apart. You will always find your way back to each other. Technically, I think you're supposed to make them with seashells. But I did the best with what I had.
Boy, sometimes you are such a girl.
Hey, what do you mean sometimes?
So this isn't a real good luck charm?
Well, that's yet to be seen. But I did work a little magic on it.
Really? What?
An unbreakable connection.
The Wayfinder. One of 3 good luck charms Aqua made for herself and her friends the day before the Mark of Mastery exam. This is one of the new things that was introduced in Kingdom Hearts in terms of Dimension Link. Whereas it's not exactly summoning, but instead you're drawing on the power of various characters that you meet throughout your journey. You will start with the 2 characters that you've met, that you know here. So if you play as Ven, you'll have Terra and Aqua. And as you progress, you'll learn more and more about where they all come from. Little by little, we'll see.
I can take
But
it.
one of the big things that this game introduced is multiple characters to train with. And all 3 characters play very differently. Obviously, the HP gauge represents your health. If you run out of HP, game over. You don't want to lose that. You can use the square button to guard when opponents attack. And if you press it while moving, you can do a slide to avoid an attack.
Quit going easy on me.
Now, all 3
Not gonna win
characters
unless you stay
do
on the
play their own different ways. Ven is more balanced, as one would expect. He's the Sora of the series. He can do good with both magic and physical attacks. Terra is geared more towards brute strength, as his brick house nature would detect. While he can use magic, he's more geared towards just absolutely mauling the crap out of people. And then there's Aqua, the mage. Using triangle commands instead of regular attacks to fill the command gauge may cause you to change command styles. This is another thing that's changed. Instead of limits, you get more powerful attacks, and potentially elemental attacks such as fire, lightning, and thunder. Fire, thunder, and blizzard. Wow, I'm like off today. Some command styles are tricky to activate. Try all sorts of them against various opponents.
Well, that works fine if you're fighting one-on-one. But you need to know how to handle a crowd, too.
But now comes my favorite part. Not only playing as Aqua, but also using shot lock attacks. Ooh, the best part of the game. Hold down the R1 button and a target circle will appear. Use the left stick to point the circle at one or more enemies to lock on multiple targets. While still holding the R1 button, press X to use the shot lock command, which hits enemies as many times as you can. So, oh, you turd. And we beat him with bubbles! Shot lock attacks require focus. The focus gauge will drain when you use them. You will be able to recharge them, don't worry. It's not like one of those things. They eventually recharge over time.
Okay, let's wrap this up.
Alright. So now to go more in depth on each character, though I am going to in a bit. Let's start with Ven. We started this little tutorial with Ven, so let's end it with Ven. Ven is more balanced, but geared more towards speed, so you don't have to worry too much about overwhelming an opponent with vicious attacks. Wow, they like They gave Terra almost all of his good moves. It's ridiculous. He's gonna maul the crap out of me. So Ven is better off when it's fighting a single opponent doing hit and run tactics. Until you can see an opening and use the speed to overwhelm them. Let's keep going. And we'll use Terra this time. Terra is better off, like I said before, using physical attacks. And he's a lot more easily staggered and more difficult to use, per se. But basically, you put him up against one opponent, and they're basically like meat shields for him. He can just pummel them with absolute ruthless strength. And of course, in order to balance everything out, we've got our beautiful blue-haired beauty, Aqua, who uses magic. And that's her nature. She uses magic to the fullest extent of her abilities. And yeah. She basically focuses on using magic. And she gains some incredibly powerful magic attacks. Oh wow, he did. I thought I got him on that shot. Oh wow. Oh yeah. Ven, wow, I'm impressed. Never hold back on a girl. Especially Aqua. She can kick the crap out of you. Alright. Hopefully that's the end of the tutorial.
Trust me, you guys are ready. You're gonna clean up at the exam tomorrow.
I hope it's that easy.
It's like the Master said. Power is born within the heart. When the time is right, you just need to look inside yourself, and you'll find it there.
Have you ever wanted to play Fortune Street while playing Kingdom Hearts? For all 0 of you who wanted that, there's the command board! During your travels, you can find new strength while playing on the command board. In this game, you roll a dice and basically go around the board using, instead of buying districts, you place panels on the boards and use those command panels to make yourself stronger. I will be going more in depth on them once we get to them, but we're not going to be tackling them for a little bit. Maybe even 1 or 2 recording sessions, depending on how we do. And as is tradition in the Kingdom Hearts universe, run into the magical circle of life. I mean light. And save your game, because Lord knows they don't want you to not save. But Lord knows they act like I can't handle this shit. Even though I've played this game like, I wouldn't say as many times as 1 and 2, but in the general ballpark of as many times as those games.
Hey, we're gonna head back.
Yeah, me too.
Together. Always.
That would be the last night we ever spent beneath the same stars.
Ooh, ominous.
Ooh. Ooh.
Ooh, doubly ominous. Mickey, you're not supposed to surf on a book. You know that's what they make freaking surfboards for, buddy. Ugh. Yen Sid always having to clean up your messes. Jeez Louise.
Mickey, I cannot shake the feeling something terrible is about to transpire.
Ooh, even more ominous. What do you know that I don't, Yen Sid?